Yay! I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Is anybody home? Is anybody here? If you are, make your presence known. I see that someone has, or at least some people have answered the poll. So I'm going to just start off. This is the first live. Not sure who got the notification, not sure who's attending. I will not be here too long, but I wanted to come in because the goal was to launch this channel a couple of weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. And then bad things started happening around the world, basically, or in the US specifically, between New Orleans and then Los Angeles and the surrounding areas. I didn't muster up the nerve, the energy, whatever you want to call it, to be able to um, focus on this channel and focus on the other channel. So I'm going to introduce myself in a second. For anyone who doesn't know who I am, I just want to make sure that the sound is available. Let's see if the sound is working, because I do not want to be talking to myself. um, and we'll get this party started. Um, Hopefully, y'all, whoever's listening, can hear. I just want to try to find my channel, and it's not allowing me to. So give me 1 second. Why is it not allowed? Oh, there we are. And it's not saying live. And I'm not sure if anyone's in here. So if anyone is in here, please let me know that you can hear me. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Perfect. So we are going to start now. Let me close this out. Okay. So anyway, so I wanted to first welcome everyone to what I'm calling my backup channel, which is Red Carpet Gems with Kim. If you are not following, or if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I like to call this my light channel in the face of all the darkness happening in the world. I did hear there was some good news with the hostage situation. Maybe I should turn this on. I hope this stays on. Yeah, I did hear that there was some news regarding the hostage situation, and not the hostage situation, excuse me, the war that's happening between, and I don't even want this channel to be about that. So let me just say, at least there was some good news today. So yeah, this channel is going to be, I hope, a good place for people to come, hear some gems, learn some tips from some unlikely sources, people who I've had a chance to either spend time with on a personal level or a professional level, that have, shown improve and have been able to really make it. And so like I said, this is my backup channel. My main channel is just simply Kim with the Gems. And on that channel, we talk more serious topics. We talk wellness, travel, and finance from a cultural perspective, and how we can stay ready so we don't have to get ready. And so I want this channel to literally be a comfort place, right? It's not going to be dark and ugly and nasty, and topics are just literally going to be designed with the goal for everyone to get some type of tips or information, and the fires really had me feeling a type of way. And so I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and start. Let me just go ahead and bring some context to what I know about Los Angeles. And if you do have time, go ahead and answer the poll, because I have my thoughts about it. Do you think the things happening around Los Angeles currently are man-made, or, you know, natural? And right now it's 100% man-made. The votes are leaning towards man-made, and I do have some ideas about that. I don't believe that all of these fires happening at one time, knowing what I know about Los Angeles, the setup, the time of year, and all of that, I don't believe that these are all Mother Nature or due to climate change and all of those things. And usually this time of year, I am either in Los Angeles or I am packing to go to Los Angeles for a extended amount of time during red carpet season. And so I want to honor the city that I fell in love with, right? Now, could I live there? Absolutely not. Am I Hollywood ilk? Absolutely not. That place is definitely different, and there are definitely signs that let you know sooner than later if that is someplace that you can call home and you know, and fall in love with based on your personality. But the fires, like I said, have literally set a fire in me to, you know, pay homage to some of the people that are there that I know are being affected or have been affected or loved ones have been affected. And I just want to give a couple memories, a couple memories of my time in LA. And I do love being adjacent. I absolutely love being adjacent to that that sector, that um, you know, those people that have made it, those people who have made it to certain heights that the average person doesn't. And I've learned so much from the people in that circle and so many tips. And I just wanted to share, you know, some of the people, a couple of the people today. I wanted to invite you to subscribe and be on the lookout for more content from this channel. This, again, we're going to be done in a couple minutes, but January was the start of, you know, it was my goal to start this channel in January. And so I want to stay committed to that. Now, listen, y'all, I'm halfway through a 21, possibly 28-day detox. And so if you hear my stomach growling, ignore it. I have the fan on, so hopefully it drowns out the noise. But I guess, you know, with all of the changes that are upon us and are going to happen, I like to reflect on some of the information that I received throughout my career. And for those of you that don't know how I got here, it all started long time ago when I decided that I wanted to go to Howard University in the 6th grade. And I made that dream a reality. I met some amazing people. Some have now gone on to enter the world of celebrity stardom. And I've met some other people who are either working in that field. And and I knew after entering as a pre-law student that that wasn't for me. I found out probably year in my sophomore year that that was no longer the path that I wanted to take. I actually interned at the radio station at my university and fell in love with the whole media genre, from radio to television to newspaper to print. And I decided to transfer into the School of Communications, which was divine, I believe, another divine calling. And from then, I literally stayed in some form of media and marketing throughout my career. Most of my career was spent at one particular brand. Many people know the name Essence, but under the Essence umbrella, there's also the Essence Festival. There's Essence red carpet season, which included Black women in Hollywood, Black women in music. It's Black women in sports now, uh, and others. I'm sure I'm missing a couple of the footprints, but that required me to spend time in that market. And also, we have the Essence Festival, right? That's also a highly celebrity driven event, and spending time with celebrities there also was a eye-opening experience, and that's not even including all of the events that we had here in New York. And so let's just get into one of the eye-openers and the celebrities that was became a unfounded resource, or not unfounded, a uncommon, unexpected resource, and his name is Kevin Hart. I will add a picture to the community page a little later, but Kevin Hart literally, who that man is super intelligent. He it's a whole lot of wisdom packed in a very small package. And I'll tell more about my career, my earlier career, because I also worked in the music industry and all of that. But when you meet a lot of people that are in this industry, you can literally tell the ones that were just given, things were probably put in their hands and they were given certain opportunities, and then you could tell the ones that worked for it. And that's the one thing that Kevin Hart, one of the gems that he imparted on me. Not only was he a hard worker, contrary to popular belief, he's a man of his word. Now I know Miss Monique has a viral video or viral interview where she talked about, and I think it was on Club Shay Shay actually. Yes, it was on Club Shay Shay, where she talks about how he wasn't a man of his word to her. When I tell you, I have the receipts to prove that he was a man of his word to me. And it was a word that many people didn't think he was going to hold true to, but he did. And long story short, Essence had really wanted to get Kevin Hart to the Essence Festival. At this time, Kevin Hart was doing small local venues, and a whole lot of higher echelon people had sent emails, sent letters, tried to call his people, yada, 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 only for him to turn around and say, no, he wasn't interested. He had, he was doing small venues. He didn't feel, he was ready for the not ready for the big venue. I think someone had told him like the small venues would be more, I guess, financially beneficial to him. Well, lo and behold, listen, I get invited to the red carpet premiere of Think Like a Man. And this was my first time meeting Kevin Hart. And it was such an impromptu meeting. Like he had no bodyguards around him at the time. Of course, he wasn't the Kevin Hart that we know him to be today, but um, I'm one of those people, you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. We were in very close proximity to each other. I shot my shot, so to speak, and walked over to him, introduced myself, had a random, very light conversation. But I told him, I said, listen, I said, before you walk away from me, just promise me you'll hear me out before you walk away from me if somebody tries to grab you. And he was like, no, go, I got you. I got you. So I shared with him basically my thoughts about him performing at the Essence Festival and what it can help do, or what I thought it could do to his career to amplify. He had never been to the Essence Festival. He had never experienced the amount of people that attend the Essence Festival. So he was just going off of what other people said. The other challenge was his birthday was falling in between that time. And so he he wasn't sure, right? New Orleans during his birthday, all of that. So I literally gave him, I said, let me give you 3 reasons why you should perform at the Essence Festival during festival week. I mean, during 4th of July weekend. And I quickly rattled off the 3 reasons. I was like, it will change your life. You will be a household name. Um, I said the movie, yes. I said, but when it comes to your comedy, this will take you over the top. When it comes to your core Black audience, I said, and 3, you will get the type of promotion, the added promotion that will be built into you being there, priceless. You can't pay for that because of the promotion that we did leading up to the festival. Right there on the spot, he gave me his word that he was going to accept, that he would perform at the Essence Festival. When I tell you, no one believed me. When I say no one believed me, the president of the company was nearby. So I literally pulled her over and was like, look, listen, let's make this happen tomorrow. Let's get whatever paperwork over to his people tomorrow. Let's get the negotiation started tomorrow. And voila, that was the first time Kevin Hart performed at the Superdome. And the Superdome, if you don't know, you can look it up. It is a massive venue where the Saints play, right? It may be called, I don't know who owns it now, if it's Mercedes. No, I don't think it's Mercedes Superdome anymore. But anyway, yeah, so the message or the gem that one he dropped with me there that I picked up, and I don't even know if he dropped it, that all it really takes is someone to approach you in an approachable way based on your personality. So the suits that were going after him prior to me talking to him, he couldn't relate to. He was not, it was not a relatable conversation. These were executives talking executive talk. Whereas when I approached him, it was more of a, what's up, Kev? How you doing, Kev? You about to mess up on a big opportunity, Kev? And let me tell you why I think it's a big opportunity. Hey, I'm Kim. I work with Essence, been there how many ever years. Let me run down the list of people who have capitalized and people who have performed and this and that. And so basically, the gem was that he was willing to listen. He was willing to hear the offer out based on who was delivering it to him, right? And then the second gem was a man of his word. We are at his red carpet screening in New York City. Celebrities everywhere, everyone, of course, from Steve Harvey, John Legend, all the actors, of course. And he took the time out not only to hear me out, to give a commitment and to follow through on that commitment. And so the gem that I learned, that everyone in Hollywood is not flaky all the time. Now, I'm not saying they're not flaky, but they're not flaky all the time. And you just have to be willing to take your shot and put out the ask. And the other thing, since that, we've had other meetings. He's been, part of different programs that I've been involved in. And the other thing that he shared with me is that, or that I've learned from him, is that you cannot let anybody dictate your future. If Kevin Hart would have listened to all the people that said he wasn't funny, said he was too short, said he wasn't attractive, said this, said that, he would not be the phenomenon that he is now. And I use the word phenomenon, meaning like he literally broke all records as it relates to comedy, from grossing tours to movies and all of that stuff. And so I highly believe that when people get to a certain level, you have to like figure out what that is if you're interested in being successful yourself. Now, if you're not interested in being successful, then that's on you. And I don't have I don't know why this screen is so close on me, but anyway, it just looks weird. So yeah, so the three lessons that I learned from him, let me see if I can remember. One, he's a man, be a person of your word. If you make a commitment, stick to it no matter when it happens. If it's on a piece of a napkin, go ahead and honor your word, right? Your word is definitely your bond. Two, he is one who knew that hard work will trump everything else. The naysayers, the people who doubted you in the beginning, the people who thought you weren't this, you weren't that, forget all of that. So if this applies to you, rather than starting your own company, starting your own brand, starting your own social media career. Well, we'll see what happens with the social media platforms next week. But whatever that looks like, go ahead and forget what the naysayers say. Listen, I just didn't, my hair got conditioning and all of that. But I was like, you know what? Let me just go live and get this done. I'm supposed to go see Dave Chappelle tonight. I just found out. I thought the thing started at 8 o'clock. It doesn't start till 9:30. It's 20 something degrees. With the wind chill factor, it feels like 10. I'm deciding now if I'm going to definitely go or not. But I did want to. So yeah. So did I mention all three? Oh, and then be approachable. Like just be approachable to people. Take the shot. Learn how to take the shot. And if somebody tells you no, they tell you no. And that's the end of that. Like period. Now, as somebody who has been in the career that I was in, sales and marketing, hearing no, listen, it's a motivator. It's not a it doesn't deter me. But for a lot of times that may stop at your job. But when it comes to everything else, apply that. If someone tells you no in something, keep it pushing. Do not let people sway you into thinking it's you versus them, or that you don't have what it takes. Just keep pushing. I promise you those no's will get less and less, or the yeses will get more and more, which is the obvious goal. And so today I just wanted to come in and talk about my experience with Kevin Hart. I don't want to stay here more. We're already over 20 minutes. I'm probably going to edit this down a little, but I just wanted to share that and my time spent with him being nothing but pleasant, blissful, fun, and all of that good stuff. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead. We're going to come back with more. I have, oh my goodness, my stories with Bobby Brown, my stories with New Edition, my stories with Morris Chestnut, my stories with, and let me get some women in there, Mary J. Blige, since she was like 17 years old. My stories with Taraji P. Henson, Maxwell, uh, uh, Lynn Whitfield, who was just nominated for what was that? She just got nominated for something. Yeah, so I have so many stories to tell. I'm also going to share I got a clip from me being on Entertainment Tonight. A non-speaking part in Entertainment Tonight, but I'm going to share that on this channel too, and some other videos and stuff from my time red carpet adjacent. So again, I just wanted to come in and welcome you to this channel, Red Carpet Gems with Kim. I'm going to be more active here. I do want this to be, like I said, a light in the days of whatever darkness that this world experiences, that my audience experiences. And it's an outlet for me. It gives me a chance to he, have good memories that think about the memories that I can share with my audience versus all of the not so pleasant information that I often have to talk about. So, oops, what was that? Oh, that was my lens to my camera. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so I thank everyone. I thank anyone who's watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the family, join the Red Carpet Gems with Kim family, and let's just have a good time. Again, this is not to be braggadocious, it's really to share stories. One of the stories I'll give you a quick insight to is just how humble Morris Chestnut is. As fine as he is, the stories I have with him, oh my gosh, just unbelievable. Like, you think somebody like that would have such a big ego. And especially because he's successful, not just fine, but he's successful as well. So yeah, so more stories like that to come. I thank you for tuning in. Until the next time, I will see you later. I am Red Carpet Kim. Listen, I can't even, because the other channel. I am Kim, coming to you with some red carpet gems. That's what I wanted to say. I am Kim, coming to you with some red carpet gems. And you could also follow the other channel, um, Kim with the Gems. And I'll link that in the description below for anyone who, oh no, I'll link that on my channel page, and you could go directly there and subscribe, if you want to be educated on some things. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching in the future, and I will see you later, guys. Take care.